Hello, y'all. This is Julian Rico. This is an NFL Week 17 update. Happy New Year to all of y'all. And if y'all want me to do my NFL predictions, I will do it tomorrow. That is my NFL Week 18 predictions video starting tomorrow. So let's get to these NFL Week 17 update games. Starting off with the Christmas games where the Chiefs took down the Pittsburgh Steelers 29-10. Patrick Mahomes 29 out of 38, 320 passing yards, 2 touchdowns, no INTs, a QB rating of 127.1 rating as the Chiefs go 17-1 in the season while the Steelers fall to 10-6. Another Christmas game happened with the Ravens beating the Houston Texans 31-2. Lamar Jackson, 10 out of 15, 168 passing yards, 2 touchdowns, no INTs, a QB rating of 143.9 rating. Also, he had 4 carries, 87 rushing yards. He averaged 21.8 yards average on the ground, 1 rushing touchdown, and he broke the Michael Vick's rushing record for a quarterback in NFL history. Congratulations, Lamar. As the Ravens go to 11-5 and they have a chance to clinch the division on Saturday against the Browns with a win, and they will also lock in the 3 seed. Meanwhile, for the Texans, they already lock in the 4 seed, so you're 9-7, and now you got to play the Titans. Let's go to Thursday Night Football, where the scoreless game 6-3 Seahawks winning. Leonard Williams 5 total tackles, 5 solo tackles, 2 sacks, 3 tackle for losses, 4 QB hits as the Seahawks unfortunately eliminated from playoff conditions from this win. They go to 9-7 while the Bears season is again their season is already done, so they fall to 4-2. Let's go to these Saturday games. The Chargers clinched their spot in the playoffs with a 40-7 win over the Patriots. Justin Herbert, 26 out of 38, 281 passing yards, 3 touchdowns, no INTs, QB rating of 116.2 rating as the Chargers get in the playoffs with a 10-6 record while the Patriots fall to 3-13. And the Patriots, they'd be thinking of that number 1 overall pick. Yeah. Let's get to a good one. The Bengals keep their season alive with a 30-24 win over the Broncos. T. Higgins, 11 receptions, 131 passing yards, 3 touchdowns, and he's been targeted 12 times as the Bengals go to 8-8 from down 4-8 record to winning 4 in a row, and they got to go to Pittsburgh to have a shot to clinch the playoff spot. And they will need Denver to lose and Miami to lose. Meanwhile, for the Broncos, they go to 9-7, and they will be taking on the Chiefs, who will be resting everybody. So Broncos fans, you might have a chance to go to the playoffs. And then finally, the Rams, able to get a 13-9 win over the Arizona Cardinals. Ahkello Witherspoon, 6 total tackles, 5 solo tackles, 2 passes defenses, and the game-winning interception that sealed the deal with the Rams and a 10-6 record, while the Cardinals fall to 7-9, and their season may have something to tell us that this team could be a threat next year in the playoffs. The Eagles dominated the Dallas Cowboys, whether it's Kenny Pickett, whether it's Tanner McKee, doesn't matter. Eagles won 41-7. Saquon Barkley, 31 carries, 167 rushing yards, average 5.4 yards average on the ground. Unfortunately, we'll get to the sports news, which I will have that today. Saquon Barkley will be not getting the record. He and the starters will get the rest. So Saquon will not break the Eric Dickerson's record, as Dickerson remains the record holder. Eagles go to 13-3. They clinch the NFC East division. Cowboys fall to 7-9 in a rough year. Everybody going Jerry Jones all year, and things are not going well over there. The Buccaneers getting a lucky duck win against the Panthers 48-14. Baker Mayfield 27 out of 32, 359 passing yards, 5 touchdowns, no INTs, a QB rating of 153.0 rating. The Bucs hopeful to control their destiny to win the division. They just need to win against New Orleans and they win the division. They go to 9-7. The Panthers fall to 4-2, and now they got to go to Atlanta to spoil the Falcons' division hopes. So we'll see if that happens next Sunday, or this Sunday actually. The Bills getting a 40-14 win over the New York Jets. AJ Epinesa 4 total tackles, 4 solo tackles, a sack, 2 tackles for losses, 1 QB hit. As the Bills go to 13-3 and they lock the number 2 seed. The Jets, on the other hand, all eyes on Aaron Rodgers next season with a 4-12 record. How about this story? The Giants blew their chances for a number 1 overall pick as the Giants win at 45-33 over the Colts. Malik Neighbors, 7 receptions, 171 passing yards, 2 touchdowns, 8. He's been targeted 8 times as the Giants go to 3-13, and they blew their chances for the number 1 overall pick. The Colts, on the other hand, they fall to 7-9. No playoffs. And yeah, Anthony Richardson is injured, so I'm very sorry about that. Meanwhile, another team that blew their chances for a number 1 pick, the Raiders, winning at 25-10 over the New Orleans Saints. Brock Bowers, 7 receptions, 77 yards. He's been targeted 7 times, and he set a lot of NFL rookie records. Should be a contender for the Rookie of the Year. As the Raiders go to 4-12, while the Saints fall to 5-11 and try to spoil the Buccaneers' chances to win the division. Jaguars getting a huge win against the Tennessee Titans, 20-13. Brian Thomas Jr., 7 receptions, 91 receiving yards, 1 touchdown, and he's been targeted 10 times as the Jaguars go to 4-12. While the Titans fall to 3-13, and of course they're going to start Mason Rudolph and Will Levis for next week's game against the Texans. Miami getting a need win against the Cleveland Browns, 20-3. Terrell Dotson, 15 total tackles, 8 solo tackles, 1 pass defense, 1 QB hit, and 1 INT. As the Dolphins, they only need is Miami. They need the Bengals, and they need the Denver Broncos to lose to be in the playoffs. That's how it is. Meanwhile, for Cleveland, they fall to 3-13, and they got to get ready for their Saturday game against the Ravens. America's Game of the Week came really close where the Vikings now have a shot to play the Lions for the number 1 seed and for the division with a 27-25 win over the Green Bay Packers. Sam Darnold, 33 out of 42, 377 passing yards, 3 touchdowns, 1 INT, QB rating of 116.1 rating. As the Vikings go to 14-2, Packers fall to 11-5, and they fall to the 7th seed. The Commanders, welcome to the playoffs as they beat the Falcons 24-30. Jaden Daniels, 24 out of 36, 227 passing yards, 3 touchdowns, 1 INT, a rating of 100.1 rating. As the Commanders go to 11-5. Meanwhile, for the Falcons, they go 8-8, and they need the Bucs to lose, and they beat Carolina to win the division. So yeah, all eyes on them. And finally, let's get to the Monday Night Football update. The Lions getting a need win against the 49ers, 40-34. Jared Goff, 26 out of 34, 3 passing yards, 3 touchdowns, no INTs, a QB rating of 132.4 rating. Another player that I will give a shout out to is Kirby Joseph, who had 2 INTs to seal the deal for this Lions team as they go to 14-2 in a monster game on Sunday night against the Vikings. Meanwhile, for the 49ers, 6-10. Their season's not going what all of us expected. So, wish the best of luck next season for the 49ers. That is it for today, folks. Again, I will try to do my sports news today on this New Year's Day. Again, hit that like button, subscribe to my channel if you have not seen my best of 2024 video. Check that out. Check that out in my channel. Hit that like button, subscribe to my channel. See you guys in the next one. Bye bye.